we might hear hoof beats of a horse right behind us. Could it be the Headless Horseman? We are in the famed village of Sleepy Hollow, New York, a town where you might lose your head. Who doesn't know the tale of the terrifying Headless Horseman scaring the daylights out of the poor Ichabod Crane? So today, we are going to retrace the steps of that Hessian soldier, the Headless Horseman, whose gruesome death inspired the legend of Sleepy Hollow, America's first ghost story written by Washington Irving. So let's go riding. The story starts with Ichabod at a party, and he was attempting to woo Katrina Van Tassel. Ichabod's night of terror begins at the party that is held at Katrina Van Tassel's house. At this party, he also runs into Brompton. He's his rival, and he also had his eye on Katrina. And he fills his head with all kinds of scary stories of the Headless Horseman, the Hessian soldier who was beheaded in a battle. Ichabod, miserable, he gave up pursuing Katrina and he leaves to go home to Sleepy Hollow. As he rides home, he gets spooked by everything along the way. So after nervously passing the area that Major Andre, an American Revolutionary spy who was captured here, he thinks he sees something. Is it the ghost of Andre? He stops. He hears a groan. Then he sees a gigantic monster, and it's ready to spring upon him. Ichabod races across the stream. Ichabod was horror-struck. The man was headless. As he's racing towards the village of Sleepy Hollow, he sees the bridge with the church up ahead, and he tells himself, if I make it to the bridge, then I will be safe. So he comes to the bridge, and here we are, we're at the bridge, and he sighs with relief, and he looks back. Suddenly, the Headless Horseman appears and hurls his head at him, scared out of his wits. Ichabod dodges it, but it hits him in the head. He falls. The tale ends that there is a hat and a smashed pumpkin left by the bridge with no sign of Ichabod Crane. That is the legend of Sleepy Hollow by Washington Irving. Finally, though Ichabod never reached it, I decided to end our journey at the historic Old Dutch Church Cemetery. There are two graves here that are related to the legend of Sleepy Hollow. First is Eleanor Van Tassel, and this is believed to be the inspiration for Ichabod's love interest, Katrina. And nearby is Abraham Martland, the town's blacksmith. He is thought to have been the inspiration for Abraham from Brompton, Ichabod's rival. We believe that Washington Irving got these names from these tombstones in this cemetery. This trip would not be complete without visiting the man himself, Washington Irving, the writer of The Legend of Sleepy Hollow. So if you've never been to Sleepy Hollow, it's definitely worth a trip. Just be sure to keep an eye for the Headless Horseman. He is still seen to roam around this graveyard.